has been one of those in which you could almost swear there had to have been more than 365 days. Life is different in every sense of the word. I've graduated, started my career, moved twice, added people and experiences to my life that I'm not sure I could have imagined for myself. At the beginning of this year, I was quickly approaching graduation, with few viable job opportunities to be found. I struggled a lot with a fear of failure, and with resisting the lies that, without a job straight out of college, my potential would be wasted. Almost in defiance of that notion, I chose to pray and wait for the Lord to provide for my post-grad life, whether that would be with a job or moving back in with my parents. I left that outcome up to Him. I prayed and I waited. Then, early in March, I got word through a friend that my high school journalism teacher was trying to contact me regarding a teaching position. I was ecstatic and ready to begin the application process immediately. This opportunity was certainly God's provision, an unsolicited shot at a job that seemed tailor-made for me. I contacted her right away. She said that her and her husband would need to talk about the possibility and that I should hear from them soon. On the cusp of a job that would surely save me from the humiliation of graduating without the security and validity that a job provides was tantalizing. I had no idea what was on the other side of this, but I was ready to jump in. My initial email sparked the beginning of a torturous game of hurry up and wait. I communicated with my would-be employers sporadically for over 5 months. During that time, I finished my degree, took an awesome vacation, and just about imploded from the uncertainty. I had several moments where the George Mueller approach I had taken started to seem like complete insanity, and my faith wavered. People began to tell me to look for other options. They spoke to me as if I was a fragile person who needed to let go of something long dead. But I was convicted to persist, and finally I received word in mid-July that the job was all mine if I was still interested. I began teaching a few weeks later as probably the most ill-equipped first-year teacher on the face of the planet. The faith journey was long from over, and it continues to this day. I have the honor of filling an occupation in which I must solely rely on God for strength and direction daily. Shortly after I started my job, the Lord provided a support system. I now live with 2 godly roommates who offer support and encouragement in the mornings before I go to work, and they have a ready ear when I go home and collapse on the couch. We send each other funny pictures of our cat Karen. We sip tea and vent about work calamities and the injustices in the world. But most importantly, we meet to pray for each other in our workplaces, and we hash out the hard questions that arise when you're living life, seeking God's kingdom in a fallen world.
When it comes to your speed.